In the dispensation of grace, God has given a free will.
Revealing the mind of God concerning our free will.
Choose to do.
God gave us our free will for a purpose.
Some people say, okay, then if it is not in my will, the Bible even says, as anyone has purpose, let him do. Let him do it. So as you have purposed,
Bringing to light the mysteries of His free will giving.
you know that sometimes some people say, I don't want to serve God. No matter how you do it, at the end of the day, at the end of the age, no matter how Satan wills, at the end of the age, is God's will that will determine where they will be. The free will was a product of His will. It is out of His own will that He gave man free will. Man's free will does not supersede and equals the will of God.
Now, when it comes to serving God, it has nothing to do with church. It's all about the truth and the true worshippers. But your church is different. Little my church is different. Hey, God is looking for true worshippers. He's not looking for church. Sit down and listen to these things.
It's Divine Moments with Pastor Jacob Amoako.
If it was the things of God, some people should not reject it, and they shouldn't be able to reject it. It's because you don't know the perfections of God and the ways of His righteousness. So you think from your mindset, humanly position, that if you were the one who had so much power, the Almighty, you will not give anybody an inch to misbehave. And so if your power was coming, it will come in such a way that it will force you to do it, which of course the Lord can do anything. He can even make you a new person. But He doesn't do it. So sometimes many people judge from the point that if it's the power of God, or if it is then the will of God, it means it's supposed to be the demonstration of His full force. But what they don't know is that there are dispensations and there are seasons. There are some seasons, no matter what you want, God can tell you are going to do it. For example, He did that to Jonah. Jonah just didn't want to go back to Nineveh. Jonah just didn't want to. He ran away, and it's not like he didn't know who God was. When they asked him, he says, I ran away from the God who created the heavens and the earth, the seas, everything. So why are you running away from Him? There was a certain kind of foolishness that has attached itself to Jonah, a righteous man, a prophet of God, a man of God, a preacher of the gospel. This was Jonah. Are you listening to me? So why was he running away then? There was the positioning of his will in such a way that he forgot that the source of his will is actually from God, and that his will is actually limited in God's will. That's why no matter how you will, at the end of the day, at the end of the age, no matter how Satan wills, at the end of the age, is God's will that will determine where they will be. That will consume all the nonsense they did. Then God would now say, I created the world. You have to be in the lake of fire. So when you know God as somebody who gives free will, knowing that the free will was also a result of His will, a product of His will. The free will was a product of His will. It is out of his own will that he gave man free will. Man's free will does not supersede and equals the will of God. It is out of his own will. So at the end of the day, it's still about his will. He can choose at the end of the age. Your free will is nothing, and that is nothing. That's why, for example, he made everything out of his will. That's God. He made everything. He made everything. Everything. So Jonah thought that if he traveled to another place and then God fashioned that the will of the sea was not to have Jonah. Everybody was traveling, but the sea just didn't want to contain Jonah. The wind was against him. But I thought that is the normal. No, it is only normal when it is of God. As a Christian, learn to practice that. It is only normal. The things that are normal are the things that is of God. That is according to God. That is what God is saying. That is actually what is normal. Because anything can be abnormal anytime. But all that is all together normal is of God.
Ring the notification bell for more life transforming messages. Like, share your testimony with us in the comment section, and share to bless others also. Connect with us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Christ Consciousness Nation. God bless you.